Paver brick patios are more popular today than ever before and are quickly becoming a competing option to wooden decks as the popular choice for outdoor equipment areas. The reason for this growing popularity over wooden decking is simple. Patio pavers look great and they require very little maintenance. However, very little does not mean no maintenance. Left uncared for, new patios will, over time, begin to lose their attractiveness. Weeds can begin to grow between the joints of the blocks, and ants can begin colonizing there as well. If moisture is present, moss and mildew can begin to grow, and, over time, the ultraviolet rays from the sun will fade the color of the pavers to a dull, washed-out appearance. Anyone that has ever owned a patio understands the annual chore of replacing the sand in the joints that has been washed out by the spring season rains. The solution to all of these problems can be found in one product, Defy Epoxy Fortified Paver Sealer. Defy Epoxy Fortified Paver Sealer is an easy-to-use, water-based sealer specially formulated to treat and protect both cement and clay patio paver stones. When applied, Defy Paver Sealer will provide an attractive, rich look to the pavers as well as a durable protective barrier against the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Unlike solvent-based sealers, water-based Defy will actually solidify or harden the sand between the joints, making it virtually impossible for it to get washed away with the rain. These two dishes show what a dramatic effect sealing the patio has on joint sand. The one dish contains loose, untreated sand. The second dish has been treated with Defy Paver Sealer. It's obvious just how tough and durable the sand becomes once it's been hardened and locked into place with Defy. Once a patio has been treated with Defy, the sand is hardened just like the sand in this dish, making it much more difficult for weeds to take root or for ants to colonize. And the best part of all is that the process of sealing your patio couldn't be simpler. Let me walk you through the steps. The first step is to get things cleaned up, and power washing is no doubt the easiest and fastest way to get this done. Once everything has been removed from the patio, begin washing things down from the highest point of the patio, allowing the water to drain away from where you are working. Take care not to use more pressure than needed. Using excessive pressure will blow significant amounts of sand out of the joints between the bricks, making the step of resanding the joints more difficult. If stains exist that simply won't come out by power washing alone, an acid-based cleaner like Defy's Safer Masonry Cleaner can be used. If using a cleaner, be sure to rinse extremely well to make sure that no acid is left on the bricks prior to sealing them to prevent a problem down the road. Once cleaning is completed, allow 2 to 3 days for the pavers to dry. Keep in mind, when your patio was built, it was most likely assembled over a 3 to 6 inch base of sand. This sand will absorb a good deal of moisture and needs time to dry out prior to sealing. Sealing the patio too soon could result in moisture being trapped behind the sealer and creating a cloudy or blushed appearance. A couple of days have passed now, things have dried out nicely, and it's time to finish the patio. Before sealing the bricks, it will be necessary to resand the joints. As you can see here, there are areas where the joints between the bricks are not completely full of sand. To repair this, we simply need to sweep new sand into the joints until they are filled. This part is not hard, but it does take a little bit of time and patience. Simply pour some sand out on the patio and begin sweeping. Work the sand back and forth in opposite directions to fill the joints and sweep the excess away to the next area to be filled. Along the way, you might find pavers that are broken or no longer level. This is a great time to fix this problem as well. Simply pry the paver up with a screwdriver or a stiff putty knife. Once it's removed, add a bit of fresh sand to level it and put the paver back in place. Sweep fresh sand into the joints and you're done. The repair looks as good as new. Now that everything has been cleaned and sanded, it's time to start sealing. The easiest way to accomplish this is with a brush and a pump-up garden-type sprayer. Simply shake the jug a few times and pour the sealer from its container into the sprayer. Add a little pressure by pumping, and we're ready to go. Start by cutting in the edges with a brush. This will help you avoid spraying sealer onto areas where you don't want it to be. And then begin spraying a nice even coat of sealer on the remaining surface. Simply work your way from one end of the patio to the other. After the first coat has dried enough to walk on, an hour or two depending on the weather, go back and apply a second coat in the same way that you applied the first. Never apply more than 2 coats of sealer. Over-applying the sealer can cause the pavers to lose their ability to breathe vapor, eventually leading to a peeling problem. Once the sealing is complete, your tools can be easily cleaned using soap and water. Allow the sealer to dry for a day or so, and you're ready to put the furniture back in place and begin enjoying your patio. Keep in mind though, nothing lasts forever. As the sealer wears down from both foot traffic and the weather, you will begin to notice the pavers losing their luster. At this point, a single coat of Defy paver sealer is required for maintenance. The application is done in the same manner as before. Defy epoxy fortified paver sealer, the perfect solution to keep your patio looking as good as the day it was installed.